Head coach Denise Dillon and student athlete Holly Bershon from Drexel. They advance to the finals tomorrow to take on Delaware. Coach, we'll start with an opening statement if you would, and we'll take questions.
Well, obviously, our defense was in check today. The girls had a mentality. We need to stop them from doing what they want to do each possession, and I think that certainly set the tempo and dictate the outcome.
Questions?
Is there anything that was last in the first half that could have happened to bring back all those 2 fouls?
No, well, I mean, I can't say it wasn't really an option, but I felt sure they were going to go on a run. If we could hold on to the lead a little going into halftime, it would be okay. We don't like jeopardizing. I've done it my entire career. If a player has 2 fouls, keeping them on the bench, and it certainly didn't hurt, giving Holly the necessary rest, so she was ready to go the full second half. Well, I think we're a little bit of the opposite. Both teams, personnel-wise, our styles are opposite. So, again, playing a little bit of the man-to-man, a little bit of sag defense, staying off them so they can't have the dribble penetration that they like or the easy inside presence. And then with the 2-3, when our team is on the same page, especially in the 2-3, it can be very disruptive. The number one thing, though, is rebounding. You know, against a team like JMU, they capitalize off missed shots, offensive rebound, and putbacks. When you play the sag man or 2-3, you're in position naturally to rebound.
They seem like they were tired, gassed. I mean, Kirby especially, no legs. I mean, did it seem like they got?
I don't know if they seem tired physically. I think sometimes when you're just struggling out there, and Holly could probably vouch for that, you sometimes get mentally tired, which often looks like you're sluggish, moving around a little bit. So I think you just start questioning, hey, what's going on out here? It's not flowing as easily as we would like. But I think physically, you know, at this point, everybody's in the same position, played the same amount of games, so it becomes a mental game.
Holly, what did you see from JMU on the floor, especially in the second half? They were almost 10 minutes without making a field goal. They seemed frustrated, tired. Did it seem like you were getting to the middle?
I think it was probably a combination, but we really focused on defense and getting out to their key scorers, Burkholder and Hislop. And we eliminated their second chance opportunities, and that was huge for us, staying on the defensive rebounds.
Well, it's all basically because Holly wanted to be that player. She came in from a strong program at Archbishop Carroll with a great understanding of the game that fit well with our system, but her mentality and work ethic is what made her the player that she has developed into year in and year out. She's very coachable. We were able to develop a different area of her game. She never questioned what we were showing her or a new element of the game, and the biggest thing we talked about so often is her defense. You know, she's a great defender when she's thinking defense, and you can put her on any player out there. She just battles. You know, we say her greatest strength is her competitiveness and her drive, and it's certainly willing this team to continue playing and a chance at the championship.
Denise, you got your old friends from Delaware.
Yes.
What about what you guys did well today makes you feel good about your opportunity tomorrow?
Well, again, it comes down to the defense. Obviously, we're aware of their personnel. We know it's the toughest matchup in the nation for us against Elena Deladon, and you have to contest every other player on their team. But it will continue to come back to, we talk to the team about what do we do best on the defensive end, and again, making adjustments when necessary. And then on the offensive end, forcing them to play all 5 of us. That's the other thing. It works both ends, but for us to win tomorrow, we have to limit their attempts at the basket, limit their rebounds, and the shots must fall. Well, we don't talk about it like that. When we talk about Delaware, we're well aware of all the players that we have to guard. We know we have to keep Kara in check. You know, she's a great shooter. We learned quickly with Kayla Miller. You have to guard her as well. I said it before the year. I think that team was a top 25 with or without Elena. They have some great players out there. Now, is she the first option? No question. But you can't look at it. You look at us, and if you take Holly off the team, do you say we're a terrible team? No, I don't think so. You know, I think it just is what your system is, what your program has become, and you know, Delaware's been strong before Elena, and they'll continue to be strong after her. Now, what she's done is tremendous, and you really have to focus in on her. She's a great player, but no, they have a lot of standout athletes on that team.
You mentioned earlier that it's opposing styles when you guys play.
Right.
Does it seem like just whoever can inflict tempo, I guess, is that usually how it works out with the wins?
With today's game?
When you play Jamie.
Yes, and that was the exact opposite of today. Was at our place a couple weeks back. They came in, they jumped on us early, they set the tempo, and it was tough for us to keep up with it.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
your
you.
luck.
Thanks.